Welcome back to Rabbit Transit Garage.
In this episode, we're going to be working on the 66 Plymouth Satellite. We pulled the front clip off the car, which we'll go through. We need to address inner fender structure issues. This car had been in an accident at one time. We need to fix that. Front suspension, a bunch of other stuff before we put an engine and trans in the car, so it's a lot easier. So follow along, get the front clip off, and find some really shoddy workmanship. Dings. Oh, shit balls. Forward.
So Jason has a 383 sitting at home, debating on whether to put, and a complete 318 poly. Car's originally a 273. He's debating on whether to put the 383, which should need a gasket job. There was a running motor when he got it. Should need a gasket job.
383?
Yeah.
Was sitting on a barn floor. I don't know anything about it.
It's a gasket job. So
We'll say that. But I heard the 318 poly run.
So he keeps debating on whether to go back to 383 or put 318 poly. I personally think you should put 383 in.
I personally think I should put the 318 poly on until I go through the 383. At least the car runs and drives.
That's not a good idea.
Huh?
No.
What?
No. Oh, that's pretty.
That's pretty disgusting.
Ah, that's not good. Looks easy. You gotta get it right.
Do I really want this on the hood?
Why not? You think something's gonna bend that hood?
My luck.
So after the fender is removed, you can see the wonderful handiwork down here.
I'm breaking the welds. Literally, I'm just breaking them off. The reason I wear steel toes here. Wow. Why don't I just break the whole thing off? So yeah, this rod here and this are all it's holding the panel on.
Mm-hmm. Everything else is just breaking.
It's not even breaking, it's not even attached. I mean, this one tore off, but I mean, that's unbelievable. Well, it's believable because I'm looking at it. It's not like Chrysler added a lot of extra structure because they felt like it.
Mm-hmm.
There was no extra anything in these cars. It's like, you start, and it's like a mirage. You never see the end of it. You never get to it. But,
Look how fast the floor's transpired.
yeah, 12 years. 12 years. Alright, now that we have the front clip off, I need to address getting the stuff out of the inner fender and the engine compartment so we can gain access to this panel. Being an AC car, there's quite a bit more than normal, so there's that.
Jason,
Yeah.
here once.
Hang on. I'm in the middle of losing parts. Son of a bitch. Why did you organize? I can't find anything now.
Well, that's peculiar.
You're peculiar. Well, this big ass bitch. Holy fuck! You know, Jay, now they pull the AC out of his car. If I could put a big block in it, the same torsion bars.
There you go.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Beauty.
God damn it. I either just broke it or broke it loose. One of the two. Either way, it's coming off. Jay? I got bubble guppies in my head.
What?
I have bubble guppies in my head. One alternator. You know what's crazy? This is the only car I have that's old ever that electric washer. Finance Valiant doesn't have a washer at all. It never came with that option. Industrial I don't think does either. Well, Industrial's got the foot pump. My Challenger had the foot pump. I need a new wiring harness. This shit's fried. Brittle. Half it's been hacked into. I can't have that. I don't care if this is a cheap build. I want to be on the side of the road on fire. Oh, guppies! Oh, guppies! Oh, guppies! Oh. Inner fender splash shield. Alright. Now we can see what we're doing. Now that we have all the stuff out of the way in the engine compartment, we can actually see what we're working with here. And I guess this car had been hit by this way. Because you have the inner fender patched from the basically the shock mount forward. You can see the weld. And they didn't completely take out the old inner fender. They just kind of welded a new one over it. You can see where the spot welds are here. And this panel is just welded on top. Sort of. Not really attached to anything. The back part looks decent. It's mangled, but not that crooked. Whoever did this is just, I don't know if they were just in a hurry, or didn't know what they were doing, or cheap, or all of the above. But this was their solution to connecting the upper radiator support. I'd like just to replace this whole thing, but I'm a weird numbers guy, and it still has the, it's obviously reversed, but the part of the VIN from the actual car. I don't want to get rid of it, but I might not have a choice because this is looking pretty shoddy. This is the original radiator support. This is the one they put in, but it's literally overlapped probably by 3 or 4 inches. This section came out of a big block car. So you look close, you can see the mounts for the radiator, for the 26-inch radiator core that would be in a big block car versus the 22 that this car had originally for the 273. So my original plan, I went to the junkyard and picked up an inner fender and frame rail and that part of the radiator support. My plan is to drill out all the spot welds for the inner fender and replace it. Slant 6 car, dead giveaway. People use that to probably put tension on the alternator for the belt. I'm just debating if I actually want to do this or just buy a new one. A whole new radiator support is like $300 from AMD. An inner fender is $250. It's a lot of money. However, it'd be a lot better job than trying to do this. I really don't want to repeat that. Either way, I needed to get the stuff out of the way, start pulling the inner fender out of the car. This car is really, really solid. I had to put floors in it. That video will be coming up shortly. Typical, you know, where your feet are. I'm sure the wiper pivots leak. So yeah. Now I just gotta get to removing this. Alright, that'll do it for this episode of Rabbit Transit Garage. We got the front clip off today. We checked out the inner fender. It's pretty much as screwed as I thought it was. Now decision making time. Obviously this has to get removed and replaced. But we cut apart the junkyard inner fender, drilled all the spot welds, and rolled it into the car. And then try to make the section of the radiator support, you know, kind of mold it in. Or if I buy new sheet metal, you know, a new inner fender, new radiator support, that's between $500 and $600 for this whole corner of the car. This one I already have. It's not free because I already paid for it, but I have it. If I knew I'll have to work a street corner selling hot dogs for about 6 months, and work every weekend and try to pay for it. What do you guys think? I'll leave it up to you. Let me know in the comments. New sheet metal or cheap? Thanks for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, and hit that little bell thingy so you get notifications on next videos.